Okay, so today I'm going to start turfing the roof. So I've just covered it in all of the old tarp offcuts I've got and crappy tarps that have all been got holes in them and everything. That's just extra protection for the main waterproofing liner. So I like to do that. That gets rid of rubbish and puts a use for it instead of it going into the landfill. So that's what all that is. So now I'm going to go get a tractor and get some of the topsoil we dug out from when we did the workshop excavation. We'll put some of the topsoil up on there and then seed it. I'm not going to cut new turf because I've got a load of topsoil already cut and I don't want to disturb nature more than need to, so we can use the old stuff and probably reseed it or water it and just let it grow. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, there's one side done. Just starting to do the back now. Just getting the back. I've got all my old bits of tarp up there to protect it, the rubbish and that. So, yep, we should have this done in a half hour or so, which is another nice little job. And then all we got to do is build a door, tidy up, and the building is complete. Looking extra cool. Obviously once it grasses over it will look even cooler, but that won't be for a little while yet. Right, well it's a rainy, horrible day, as you can see, which is actually pretty helpful to me because my little trees needed some rain. We hadn't had rain for about 2 weeks. But I wouldn't normally be out here, but my girlfriend is coming to visit tomorrow, so I was hoping to get the door done for her today, so I'm going to try and get it done out in the rain, do as much as in the shed as I can. Cut the bits in the shed. I've cut these bits to size already, cut them in the shed, bring them out here, screw it together. Nothing fancy, just like barn door style doors made from this second grade quality larch here, just off the sawmill. Alright, so let's get to work. Now that I've got my angles lined up, I've got a little bit of a gap here, so a good technique if you end up with a little gap in the joint, say you got the gap that side and not a gap that side, and it's about, the gap is about the size of the saw blade, you can do what's called a curve cut. So if we fix that in place, just there, and then we'll put the camera over so you can see. So we're going to put the saw blade into that gap, which is about a saw blade's width, and then we'll come through with the saw blade, and that will cut out an amount on both bits of wood, and then it will make that joint nice and tight. It's called a curve cut. It makes up for lots of mistakes. I use them a lot. They're really very handy. Okay, let's get that done. some, get the screw out, and that should butt up much closer fit now. There we go. It's not absolutely perfect, but you know, for a skill saw, didn't even mark it or anything, just did it by eye, and then a curve cut, not too bad. So we're gonna get this fixed on, come under, trim these off, then put a piece across there, slat it, and then we'll put some hinges on and go and hang them. There we go, we'll put a brace in. Now I know a brace on a door really should butt up to a piece on the edge, but these aren't particularly heavy doors. I don't think they're going to sag. They're going to have a lot of screws in them, and this corner piece will have a lot of screws in it, and they're not particularly long, so I think they'll be fine. I don't really want to put a piece along there, so I think they're going to work just fine like that. So line this one up here like that, cut across there, that'll stick in there, that'll give it some support. Okay, let's get this done. Let's get it done quick, and then we'll put some wiggly lines in it and make it look nice. Right, that's sort of where it's going. It's going to be a touch lower than that, but that is pretty close to it, so I can get the hardware mounted. Got these nice big black hinges. They're nice big quality ones. They're going to help the door not sag over time. 2 of them on each door. I think they're going to look really nice. So that's like the look I'm going for. I was hoping to follow this angle here, but it wasn't going to meet the roof there. And if anyone's wondering why the roof overhangs the doorway, is because otherwise there would have been a low head height issue with this, which is continuing always a problem with timber framing, is that you want to get that piece, I don't know what they're called, cross timbers, I don't know, whatever they're called, you want to get that piece as high as possible, but you can't go too high, because otherwise you end up getting too close to your next joint and it's splitting out. So it's always a problem, that. So if you in a building like this, obviously in a taller building that wouldn't be a problem, but in a single story building like this, that's a bit too low. It's in line with my head, I'd have been hitting my head on it, or I'd have had to make the building bigger, which would have meant more work in the walls and pointless amounts of work. So what I did instead was I built a little gully into the turf roof, so the plastic comes up and lips up above this, so the water doesn't drip down here, it drips off the corners. So yeah, if you're wondering why that's like that, that is the reason. So yeah, let's carry on, get this door mounted, and then we can relax Friday night. Right, there they are, slats in, screwed on, hinges done. So now I'm just going to cut a nice curvy line in them with a jigsaw, fit the little latch, and it's done. Okay, so I've put this bigger stone here for the bolt on one of the doors to go into, because obviously the doors are off the ground. So got an SDS drill, just going to see where that is touching, just about there. Okay. Okay, there we go. So that comes in, hole we drilled into that rock can come in, goes into that hole. Like that. Cool. Now this door can shut. Latch onto that one. How about that? Okay, so there's the doors complete. Project is now complete. It's come along very good. I'm happy with it. I'm very pleased with the way it's turned out, and I think it is now sufficient for visitors, for privacy and so on, which was the one of the goals. The main goal was to keep the girlfriend happy, and I think she'll be happy with it. I planted a load of clover on the roof, which is starting to sprout, so the roof should be green soon. I'll see if I can get you a shot of that. See how that'll all be greened over, and it'll all hang over the edges. It'll look very natural and lovely. As you can see, it blends in nicely into the woodland. There it is from not too far back. So we just clean up this construction mess and that project's done. We'll move on to something else. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.